Good afternoon. That was a quick 1 minute. Happy Monday. I just got shared to some groups. And hope you're having a good day. Woke up in a funky mood, man. A little irritable, but nothing I won't get over. I'll get over myself. Of course, I forgot my fan. Well, a couple more shares. I don't think anybody's quite here yet. So if you are, thank you. I appreciate it. You're awesome. One more share. Oh, all right, then we're going to get a fan. Yep. Morning, Gary. I didn't know you were off on a Monday afternoon. Is it a holiday? It might be. I don't know. It might be a holiday. No, the mail's coming today. We got to notice the mail's coming today, so it's not a holiday. Ugh. Oh, you're on lunch? All right. They let you have those, huh? It's awfully kind to them. It's awfully kind. Yeah. So, there's been this thing going around, and I think it's actually it fits. But it says something along the lines, if you want to know what addiction is like, put your phone down for 24 hours. And I think that's letting people off pretty easy. So you got to put some rules behind this. Number one, every time you touch your phone, there are consequences. Consequences, you're going to lose a little bit of your life. In fact, it's so bad that every time you touch your phone, you might die. When you touch your phone, you might end up in jail. Okay. Second rule is this: somebody else that doesn't like you has to hold on to that phone, and you have to convince them some very good reasons as to why you need that phone, because it's killing you. But the only way that you're ever going to feel better is if you have your phone. So you're going to try and do other things. You're going to steal other people's phones to see if you can check your stuff. You're going to go to the library. You're going to get on the internet to see if you can check your stuff. See, come on. Don't let them off so fucking easy. That's addiction. That's addiction. I may write that up. See, that's actually how it should be. Just not put your phone away for 24 hours. Fuck. That's easy work in our world, folks. Welcome to Daily Trudge. My name's Dion. This is the way. This is the way. Some will get that joke, some will not. If you're not a Mandalorian fan, then you don't know what I'm talking about. So if you're here, please say hello. If you do watch The Mandalorian, new season's coming out soon. I'm excited. I like my TV shows. Mayor of Kingstown ended last night. That was, man, I'm a big fan of Mayors of Kingstown's Renner. Renner's awesome, man. I love Renner. He's just got that. I mean, he's short and he's small, but it'll kick the fuck out of you. All right, let's get started. Did I do introductions? I believe I did. Okay. We're going to be in the 12 by 12 today. According to this, it's listening deeply. Okay, but I'm kind of going somewhere else, and the part we're trying to get to is how persistently we claim the right to decide all by ourselves just how we shall act and just how we shall think, and how we shall act. That's bad for Dion. Oh, oh, yeah. When I decide exactly how I shall think and act, I'm in trouble because I'm going to go for what I want. I'm going to fill my need, what I think my needs are. And I'll do this without talking to God. I'll do this without talking to my sponsor or anybody else in the program. I'll just la 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 on my own merry way, right? Hey, Kathy, it's good to see you. Good to see you. Getting ready to read in the 12 by 12. I'm going to be on page 76 is where I'm going to start. I always like to start a page before so that we get a little bit of depth, into what we're talking about. Sometimes, let's cover kind of what I do here real quick, because I've been getting some people coming back and some new people. I share my experience, strength, and hope. Your experience may be different, and we want to hear about it. You bet we do. I don't think you're arguing with me. Okay, you're allowed to have a difference of opinion here. Okay, I'm not that I had a bomber the other day tried to sales pitch me. I didn't even tell him off, man. No, everybody's a child of God here. I do my best. Okay. What am I doing? What's my intent? To show you a good example. To set a good example. So therefore I don't edit. I don't do a lot of things. I don't have filters. I don't do it. This is purely you, me, and God. That's all we're doing here, man. So thank you for being here. I appreciate it. So let's examine this idea. Let's examine for a moment this idea of dependence at the level of everyday living. In this area, it is startling to discover how dependent we really are and how unconscious of that dependence. Oh, yeah. Okay. If you run the Wi Fi and it goes out, oh man, you're the most popular person in the house now. Oh, yeah. Power goes out. Oh, what an inconvenience. Car stops working. Your phone dies. Microwave goes kaput. See, you've been relying on these things and not even thinking about it. Have you ever noticed that when when the electricity turns off in your house, it goes totally silent? It's because electricity has this hum to it. Do you know that it's a frequency? Too much electrical stuff around you can cuckoo you, cuckoo you. All right. So see, look at all this independence that we have, even right here, right? Last week, my internet kept going down, computer, computer, and it was inconvenient, was it not? Yes, very inconvenient. Ah, ah. So let's look at these everyday conveniences. I have a Nest, and they keep turning the AC on. It is not working to my settings. It will not turn off. I will not have a car that has GPS on it. I won't do it because I won't turn it off my car because I want to. Okay. The more convenience, the less power. The more convenient your life is, the more comfortable your life is, the less power, the less decisions you have in your life. Make your life a little bit tougher, man. I can't remember the last time I saw someone hang their clothes outside to dry. That's how I grew up. We didn't have a dryer. It was called the wind. You wanted your clothes unwrinkled, you pulled out the damn iron, man. A dishwasher. I have a dishwasher growing up. I was the dishwasher growing up. Okay. Even lawn mowing now. I mean, heck, you don't even need to do it. You just need to program it and it'll mow the lawn for you. This is creating weakness. It is creating ungood handshakes. There's nothing like a good handshake. You know what I mean? All right, let's get back to the book. Every modern house has electric wiring carrying around power and light to its interior. We're delighted with this dependence. Our main hope is that nothing will ever cut off the supply of current. Okay. You know why they created electricity? So they could sell you shit. They created a supply and demand. Do not hop on the demand train, man. Don't do that. Okay? Oh, there's a toilet paper store. All right. Let's not add to the confusion. All right. That's not who we are. We are not. In my life, if I'm adding more confusion, I need to get out. I need to back off. The other day, someone made an announcement after our meeting, and it was a place that I didn't really like, and I started to go off, and I said, you know what? I am so sorry. This is the wrong arena. There's some great stuff there. You go, you have a great fucking time. Don't listen to what I'm saying right now. I'm being negative. Can't do that, man. No. Got to be careful. Make those amends. Do that 10th step. 10th step gives you the right to be wrong. So be human. Just be a human being. It's all right. Okay. I fail often. How long have I been trying to do stuff here and I keep failing and failing? But do I stop? No, I don't give up. I'm not going to give up. See, I can see it in my head. I can feel it in my gut. Okay. And every day that I make a little bit more progress, it comes into light a little bit more. All right. Power flows just where it is needed, silently and surely. Electricity, that strange energy so few people understand. I actually understand it. Meets our simplest daily needs and our most desperate ones too. Ask the polio sufferer confined to an eye or lung who depends on complete trust upon a motor to keep the breath of life in him. All right, we're going to get to the good stuff. But the moment our emotional or but the moment our mental or emotional independence is in question, how differently we behave, how persistently we claim the right to decide all by ourselves just what we shall think and just how we shall act. Okay, I get intrusive thoughts. I'm going to admit it. Okay, I get intrusive thoughts. I'm 8 years sober. I still get it. Okay, that's what it's talking about right here. How persistently we claim the right to decide all by ourselves. So he comes walking in, right? And I don't even know this person. My brain will judge them. The guy pisses me off. And I have to go back and say, Dion, is that really what you think? And the answer is almost always no, that is not what I actually think. Give yourself that. It's the hardest. I had a hard time with that because I kept thinking those were my thoughts. They're not mine. That is Mr. Hyde trying to work his way back in. Remember, alcohol is cunning, baffling, powerful, and patient, my friends. That is Mr. Hyde. You think Mr. Hyde's done with me? No. He wants back desperately because he feeds off my bullshit. He feeds off my pain and my suffering. That's how he eats. So I'm going to starve the motherfucker. I'm going to starve him. Right? We can change. I believe people can change. That's what keeps me going in this world of bullshit. It's bullshit. Come on, man. We all know it's bullshit. It's crap. We're dividing each other. Man, it sucks. Who wants to be, nobody wants to be a part of the Olympics because everybody's arguing. That sucks. A lot of people worked hard to get there, man. And now the attention isn't on them where it should be. These Olympians worked hard, man. That's who I feel bad for. All right. Anyway, I'm getting a little off topic. I apologize. Oh yes, we'll weigh the pros and cons of every problem. Oh, isn't that nice of us to weigh the pros and cons with my highly intellectual brain so that I can decide whether or not you are allowed to be permitted. Dude, look, can you hear the egoism in all of that? The pride. That's not being a leader, that's being a jerk. Okay? Yeah. We'll listen to politely to those who would advise us, but all decisions are to be ours alone. Nobody's going to meddle with our personal independence in such matters. Besides, we think there is surely no one. Besides, we think there is no one we can surely trust. There's the hard one. That is the hard one. And it's legitimate. It is legitimate. Okay? It is hard to find a person to trust. That's why I pick my sponsees. I do not raise my hand. I don't. It's an invalid question to me, to my recovery. Raising my hand to the, if you're willing to be a sponsor, and I mean, and it shouldn't even be if you're willing to be a sponsor. If you're going to do it right. It should say, who here is available to sponsor? Not willing. Where's this willing thing coming from again in sponsorship? No, you don't gotta be willing to sponsor. You have to sponsor. You have to be a closed mouth friend. Now that doesn't necessarily mean you're going to grab somebody, take them all the way through the steps. That's not what that always means. Maybe they need help with the third step, and you can help with them with that. That is a type of sponsorship, you bet. 12th stepping, going to detoxes, going to health farms, going to the hospitals to try and help these people. Okay, that is sponsorship. That is being a closed mouth friend. Okay. So, okay, here's the thing. If it is not altruistic, it's not going to work. I will not be able to get through to that alcoholic. Okay, I'm a little off topic there, but I think I have my topic for later this afternoon. That's for sure. All right. We are certain that our intelligence, backed by our willpower, can rightly control our inner lives and guarantee us success in the world we live in. This brave philosophy, wherein each man plays God, sounds good in the speaking, but it still has to meet the acid test. How well does it actually work? One good look in the mirror ought to be an answer enough for any alcoholic, and that's true. What do we mean? And we're not mean literally looking in the mirror. It means all my best thoughts, all my best ideas got me to AA. Period. That's just it got me to 12 steps. It was clear that my life was unmanageable. Is my life manageable today? I don't know. I don't know what manageable looks like. I do know that my days are better. Absolutely. I have more serenity. I'm a little bit happier. I'm able to work with God's children most of the time. I'm not always great at it, but I do the best that I can. I give all the effort that I can every day. It's not much. I'm gonna re-say that because that's me determining my worth, and that would be a comparison. And yeah. So just do what you can. All right. One more paragraph, because I kind of feel like I'm on a roll here. Should his own image in the mirror be too awful to contemplate, and it usually is, He might first take a look at the results normal people are getting from self-sufficiency. Okay. I know a lot of spiritual people not in the program, and they do it the same way that we do. They believe in the same thing that we do. Even my pastor believes in what I do. She believes in a spirituality. She doesn't believe in a God that condemns you to hell for being human. She doesn't believe that. I don't believe that. Huh. Huh. Now we can see a lot of religious people that are correct. Yay. Now we can get on board with that, get closer to God, and life's just going to get better. That's all that ever happens. It might get a little tougher, okay? But I will never say that life is easy. No, it's not easy. If it was easy, we wouldn't have to do all this, okay? I wouldn't have to go to a meeting every day. I wouldn't have to do a lot of things, okay? But then I wouldn't get the joy. I wouldn't have the friends that I have. I wouldn't have the life that I had if I wasn't an alcoholic. Yeah. Everywhere he sees people filled with anger and fear, society breaking up into warring fragments. Each fragment says to the other, we are right, you are wrong. And there's the problem. When blame is assigned, it's just over with. Now we have a fight. Once a finger is pointed, you bet people are going to defend themselves. And they have every fucking right to. It's going to come across angry because they are angry. You hurt my feelings. Oh. See? What does that sound like to you? Does that sound like addiction? It's because it is. It is. Show me anybody with a phone and I'll show you an addict. Bet your ass. Let me take your phone for a week. Even that would be hard for me. All right, anyway. All right, okay. Every such pressure group, if strong enough, self-righteously imposes its will upon the rest. Okay. I want you to know this happens in recovery all the time. You'll see a group divide sometimes. You'll see people literally being pulled out of AA to go do other things. Well, I've been called to do other things. No. Put your ass back in the seat. Trust me, there's nothing out there that God wants you to do in your first year. Let's just be plain about it. You're not well enough. You're not well enough. You cannot transmit something you do not have. Okay. And everywhere the same thing is being done on an individual basis. The sum of all this mighty effort is less peace and less brotherhood than before. The philosophy of self-sufficiency is not paying enough, is not paying off. Plainly enough, it is a bone-crushing juggernaut whose final achievement is ruin. That's what it wants. It wants to see the world burn. I wanted to at one point. All right, let's get to the reading. August 5th, listening deeply. If I accept and act upon the advice of those who have made the program work for themselves, I have a chance to outgrow the limits of the past. All right. Yeah, not only do you have a chance, your odds are very, very good. If you're willing to do the work, then that chance is a promise to outgrow the limits of the past. That's what it was. I was being limited by me. It was me doing it to me, but somehow I had fooled myself into thinking it was everyone else. That's as simply as I can put it. It's true. It's called denial. It's called denial. Okay. Some problems will shrink into nothingness. Why? Because they didn't exist. You want to know what? You want to know, okay, this is what happens. If you don't drink for 30 days, there's a very good chance in those 30 days, let's call it 60 days, just to be safe, okay? In those 60 days, what's going to happen is you're going to get a good night's sleep. And most of your problems the next day will be gone. They'll disappear because they didn't exist. They literally did not exist. You made them up. Why? Because you hadn't slept in years. Okay? When we say an alcoholic life seems the only normal one, is because we are walking around in a daze because we do not sleep. And when you do not sleep, you go crazy, even if it's a little bit at a time. So now we have the alcohol, less sleep, no food, no water, staying off our meds. No wonder. No wonder we're off the deep end, man. We are spiritually ill. While others may require patient, well thought out action. Listening deeply when others share can develop intuition in handling problems which arise unexpectedly. It's usually best for me to avoid impetuous action. That means doing it without talking with anybody first. That's what it means. It means doing it yourself without any thought of anybody else. Okay. Attending a meeting or calling a fellow AA member will usually reduce tension enough to bring relief to a desperate sufferer like me. Yeah. So it says in the doctor's opinion that we are restless, irritable, and discontent until we can at once find the ease and comfort. There it is. It's the Fellowship of Alcoholics Anonymous. Now it's going to take you a little while. You're not going to you're not going to walk into the rooms and ta-da! No. Mm-mm. It's going to take a minute. It's going to take a little bit. Okay. Stick around. Wait for the miracle to happen. Don't leave before the miracle happens. Calling an AA member will usually reduce tension enough to bring relief to a desperate sufferer like me. Sharing problems at meetings and with other alcoholics who I'm in relate or privately with my sponsor can change the aspects of the positions in which I find myself. Okay, do not dump in meetings. It just said sharing problems at meetings. No. We do it. We do it. We do it anyway. We're not supposed to. It's for your sponsor. Experience, strength, and hope. Okay. Now, does it always happen that way? No. Sometimes you'll go to a meeting, they're your good friends, and you want to hear what they're going to say about it because it's been ongoing and things like that, right? So, what do you do? I think it's situational. It's situational. It really is. Sometimes we'll bring a problem up, or maybe we're telling on ourselves. That's another way. See, I can't be so closed-minded on that stuff. See, I caught myself. I caught myself being a little closed-minded there. Character defects are identified, and I begin to see how they work against me. When I put my faith in the spiritual power of the program, when I trust others to teach me what I need to do and have a better life, I find I can trust myself to do what is necessary. I like this. When I trust others to teach me, okay? And we teach by example. It's the only way to do it, okay? Everything I talk about, everything I bring up is something that I've already done or something I'm currently doing. But I would never ask you to do something that I have not done myself. I won't do that because I can't transmit something I don't have. right? And if I haven't done it myself, I'm going to help you through that. All right. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I appreciate it. I hope you have a good Monday. Hope you have a good Monday. Have a good lunch, Gary. Good to have you. Kathy, it was good to have you here. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate it. I love you. Peace out. And have a day.